How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, as always, Hicksydust, here with another episode of Resident Evil 8 Village. In this video, we'll be talking about the final boss in the game, Mother Miranda. The one who's been pulling the strings and the one who's been using this European village as her monster playground. We will investigate her and showcase her final boss battle.
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her.
Mother Miranda. She means different things to different characters throughout the game. There's Lady Dimitrescu, who is extremely loyal and is constantly trying to prove herself against her siblings. There's Donna Beneviento, who was taken in by Mother Miranda after the tragic loss of her family. There's Salvatore Moreau, who absolutely adores and loves Mother Miranda, but whose feelings are not fully reciprocated. And then there's Heisenberg, who opposite his siblings absolutely despises Mother Miranda, and wishes nothing more than to take her down for taking away his freedom. And then there's the villagers in the game, ones who are less talked about, but who absolutely revere Mother Miranda as a god.
That's it. He went to fetch help. Let us pray. For him. For all of us. Good idea. Come. Gather.
Great ones, hear our voice. Together as one in reverence, we call on thee within the endless dark to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice and await the light at the end. In life and in death, we give glory, Mother Miranda.
Now, the tea should be ready.
What we learn about Mother Miranda comes to us through drips and drabs by interacting with characters of the game. Whether that be through dialogue or just what we see written down in files, until the ending of the game where we come across Miranda's lab.
This must be Miranda's lab.
On the table you will see a file book pertaining to each of the 4 lords of the village. On this table we will see a sample of the Cadou Parasite, which is used to control the monsters of the village.
So they're using this to control the bioweapons.
And lastly, on the far side of the table, you will see photos of Miranda and Eva, her true daughter, as well as files pertaining to her experiments on how she tried to bring her back, in which we learn her true motivations throughout the game. My Eva, it's been 100 years since I lost you to the Spanish flu. I was so powerless back then. But now I can bring you back to life from the Megamycete. I had to test your new vessel's regenerative abilities. I took her apart and revived her in the Megamycete regulator, the Giant's Chalice. All that is left is to merge her with the Megamycete. The ceremony can finally begin. After I lost you, I was so stricken with grief that I wandered into a cave to die. I so wanted to be with you again. And that's when I found it. The Megamycete, completely by accident. When I touched a black substance, my mind was overcome with knowledge. The Megamycete breaks down and absorbs the consciousness of those who have perished. I knew that if your consciousness was in there too, then there would be a way to bring you back. I just needed the right vessel. When I returned to the village, I implanted the villagers with the mold from the Megamycete. That way I could control them, experiment on them. I have experimented on hundreds of people just to find you the perfect vessel. I even tried to increase the efficiency of finding a vessel by creating a parasite I called Cadou. Yet none of my experiments came to fruition. There were some, like Alcina, who were close to being perfect, but most turned into lichens. I was once approached by an organization who said they would assist me. I gave them some of the mold and your DNA. But all they created was another defect, Evelyn. Then again, not a complete failure. I learned of Rose thanks to them, and I knew she would be the perfect vessel. There was some interference, but I was able to verify her suitability. Now my research is finally complete. Eva, I have waited too long to see you again. Over on this last table I'm going to cover before we leave Miranda's lab, we see pictures and a letter from someone very influential in the Resident Evil timeline. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. I would love nothing more than to visit your quaint village once more. However, I am incredibly busy. Then again, I suppose for an immortal woman such as yourself, you no longer remember this poor half-dead medical student in the snow. I have always cherished the revelations I came to 15 years ago when I stayed in your village. I was inspired by your research to think one could transform a human by infecting them with another organism. Positively visionary. I knew that with the knowledge, I could achieve my own vision for the next step in human evolution. Even after 2 world wars and humanity on the cusp of another, my conviction never wavered. I realized, however, through the many nights of intellectual talks you and I shared, that your conviction differed from mine. You hoped to bring back a single dead person, while I aimed to change the world. Your experiments on the mold would not have aided me in my endeavor to achieve an exponential infection. I thought a virus would be more effective. This is why, my dear, I had to leave you. I still regret never telling you goodbye. My apologies for reminiscing. I actually have news that I thought might please you. I have found the key to evolution, the progenitor, a virus found in Africa. I plan to start a company with the friends and colleagues dedicated to the virus research. I will call it Umbrella, just like the symbol in the cave that we spoke about. I am one step closer to making my vision a reality. I hope you will be able to achieve your goal someday too. You taught me so much, and for that I will be forever in your debt. Sincerely, your lifelong student, Oswald E. Spencer.
Spencer, here. No way.
That's right. Mother Miranda saved the life of Spencer Oswald. And by putting her in the timeline in this way, in this fashion, we could essentially blame everything that happens in the Resident Evil timeline on Mother Miranda. So let's summarize. Mother Miranda learns of Rose through the Umbrella Corporation, and therefore targets her to become the next vessel for her daughter, Eva. Using her powers over the Megamycete, she transforms herself into Mia Winters in an attempt to infiltrate the Winters' home.
Is she okay?
Sleeping like a baby. That smells good. What's that?
Oh, hands off, mister. It's churba de legume. It's a local recipe.
Wow, you've gone full native, haven't you?
Mother Miranda would also use her power of transformation to turn herself into the village elder from time to time. In this form, she could directly influence Ethan's actions and line of travel without compromising her own identity or intentions. Seeing her work as almost complete nearing the hour of Eva's resurrection, she decided she no longer needed the villagers or her quote-unquote false children any longer. Therefore, she unleashed the Lycan hordes on the unsuspecting villagers and put you on a collision course with each of her 4 children. Whether she intended for you to kill them or just wanted to see how you would fare against them is up for interpretation.
Don't you get it? It's a test to see if you're strong enough to be a part of Miranda's family.
I don't want to be a part of Miranda's family.
Neither did I, but here we are. And I'm next in line, right? Kill me, move up the chain.
I can. Your worth as a lab rat has run out.
In closing, I would just like to say this. Mother Miranda's vision was not to create a virus which would have changed the world or humanity into her image. Nor was she motivated by the idea of selling bioweapons on the black market. Nor was she motivated by ideas of grandeur or world domination. Her sole motivation was that of bringing her daughter back from the dead. And yes, while this vision and her immortality drove her mad, can't honestly say where I would place her on a tier list of most to least evil Resident Evil villains. With that said, guys, I think that just about wraps up everything we need to cover before getting into the closing section of this video and the final boss battle. So I thank you for watching. If you guys have made it this far, consider dropping a like on the video, and if you have thoroughly enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date on everything Hicksydust. This series is just about wrapped up, guys. This should be the last storyline Resident Evil 8 video I make, and any videos further on Resident Evil 8 will probably just be short videos I make here or there. So if you guys have any recommendations on what you would like to see me play next, drop your feedback in the comments section. I look over every comment and I appreciate every like. But until next time, guys, keep your eyes to the horizons for more Hicksydust content, which is sure to follow this video, and enjoy the rest of your day. Also, be sure to enjoy Mother Miranda's final boss battle.
I gotta keep going.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come to me. Ava, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What? My power is leaving me!
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Give Rose to me! Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly, every...
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment, and you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled!
No!
Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully. You understand the love of a parent.
I'm not letting you get away!
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Hold still. After all, everyone dies. I can take any form I desire. Beast, a hag, a wife. Will this kill you? vitality. Disgusting. After all, everyone dies. Die and be swallowed into the Megamycete for all time! Now, Mr. Reverence, go on, rest now.
The hell I will!
I will take back my daughter! Die, 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 die! I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. Truly, I do. But this is the end for you. If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day! I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not? Why do you eat it? Surely you have no need for Rose now, so close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter! You psycho!
Hold still. Curse this ramshackle village. All I need is yours. This is here I come. This is how you end, Ethan Winters. To ensure I never see your face my daughter! My Ava!
Rose!
Shh. Shh. It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
Ethan!